Bisbee, why is democracy better? Government is an organization of people tasked with accomplishing what the individual alone cannot do. The world is always changing. People in a working democracy best understand their own interests. During the late last century, American capitalists convinced legislators American manufacturing jobs were expendable for cheap goods, while real estate values inflated. This fueled homelessness and a rage towards leaders. 30% of American workers and their families were deprived of the dignity of a manufacturing job with pension and health care benefits. Why should we care? Unchecked feelings of injustice ignite a firestorm of mass retaliation. Political leaders who want to end democracy can manipulate the invisible feelings of discontent for a democracy that has failed some. This is important because 100 years ago, democratic Germans' feelings of social injustice morphed from bitterness into feelings of racial superiority. This propelled them into World War II. But on the other side of the Atlantic, Americans chose a different path. They chose to save the world. All my ideas come from my book, A Great Transformation. Although Americans during the Great Depression suffered 25% unemployment, Americans chose a spiritual route of helping each other, having internalized the teachings of Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius. Americans realized their sacred value in helping others. Americans chose, as beings of light, a different path than Germany. They sacrificed their own people to save the world from Nazi totalitarian rule. As a democratic people, they elected leaders who worked for the survival of all people. Then they formed coalitions of military strength, yet their leadership was imperfect with many injustices. These leaders led America to rebuild itself. Social Security was given to the elderly. Unemployed workers were hired to build dams, roads, parks, and post offices. Trust was again created in banking, and rural America was electrified, creating media connections we appreciate today. Our democratic government gifts us with the ability to redirect our government by choosing better leaders. These leaders can manage capitalism just like the 1930s American leaders did. We can go a step further by ending racial injustices. Again, America can save the world from slavery and sadistic governments by leading the world into 21st century with universal health care, education, and energy innovation. Feed yourself positive energy. Read The Blueprint for Evolving America. A Great Transformation Akin the Wisdom Tree by B.A. Bisbee, available at Author House, or if you're in southwest Wisconsin, go to Platteville. On Main Street, the store Elements sells A Great Transformation. More YouTube videos will be released this month based upon my book, A Great Transformation. They're free.